Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome into a daily read for Friday or thereabout. I hope you're doing well. Let's jump right into the Prism Oracle and see what we're beginning with. Flopping out confidence. This definitely came through in one of the recent daily reads, but it's yet again another day where your confidence is taking a highlight. For some, you might be working on, upping your confidence and, just being your most confident, secure, self. But the majority of which drawn to the reading, I'm hearing like myself, are going to be owning this day and feeling quite confident in the midst of conquering this path that you're walking. Feeling as if it's not a perfect day, but you're getting things done and you're doing it with a sense of pride, within your energy. And people are liking what they are seeing, what they're hearing from you. People are adoring your energy. I feel as if there's a piece as well, at the very least in regards to the second half of the day, or at least the last third of which, because it feels like you're the piece in a situation. I wouldn't be surprised if there are, a couple different people, if not one in particular, that are as well feeling quite peaceful, in your midst, that you're either connecting with, working with, somehow intertwined with, or in the midst. They may be in your midst. Anyways, we're also moving on to death. I know for me this is going to be because tomorrow is moving day for me, and those people that we're speaking upon, with peace and whatnot, are going to be my new roommates. But for you, I feel as if there could be a focus on a past ending and or an ending throughout this day, or more so in the future, because I feel as if Spirit's saying everything does need to, shift for you to work more so in your favor. The color black is significant with these two cards, having that color. And instantly when I think of the color black, I think of formal vibes, all right? And I feel as if there's somehow formality. Okay, that's not what I meant to say. Things being formal in regards to maybe how you're carrying yourself, maybe how you're dressing, appearing to the world, but it as well could speak upon how someone is carrying themselves outside of you, maybe how they're speaking upon a situation. It could as well be in regards to a structure or something of the sort. But I do as well feel you're gaining information of importance throughout this day, whether it's coming straight from the spiritual realm, could be from somebody else, which still could be from Spirit, through them. But as well, for some, you're learning more about a situation that you're stepping into or just did, or maybe in regards to acquiring something of importance moving forward. But we're moving on to passion, okay? Absolutely beautiful. It feels like the day has a couple different levels, types of passion, coming to be. Your passion is different from someone else's, and that's a beautiful thing. Bouncing off of each other in your own peaceful, passionate ways is now what I'm getting. But I wouldn't be surprised if there are certain levels of passion coming through when you're conveying, when you're speaking, okay? I do feel as if you're finding somewhat of a transition taking place, or being prepared for happening for you quite smoothly. There's a sense of you remembering throughout this day when something's meant to be, it just simply doesn't need to be forced. It doesn't feel, difficult. It just simply comes to be because it's destined, it's meant to be once again. And, Spirit, I guarantee, had something or has something to do with that shift, okay? Or regardless of what it ends up being for you. But we're moving on to trust. There's a sense of you giving off trustworthy vibes. People seem to feel the need to trust you. People trust the words that you're speaking. People even are just simply trusting your presence at this time more than ever, or just in general. I also feel like you may be thinking about someone that you may have been wrapped up with recently, that you can't trust or shouldn't trust, or at least not fully. But they're saying allow for that remembrance, or that information you've gained recently in regards to that person, to help you strategically shift and avoid, and I want to say hold back moving forward. I'm hearing specifically bite your tongue. But anyways, don't let that that come to be and overtake the day and all the positive confidence and peace and passion that it does entail. We're moving on to the last one before we shift on forward to the tarot. Pain in reverse. I'm hearing pain-free is taking a focus, whether you're removing pain, you're feeling less in pain physically or otherwise. But I'm also getting from this, interestingly enough, again, reiterating that sort of pain-free, smooth transition that we were speaking upon. That's kind of an interesting one to come out. We could have literally just went with the four that we were speaking upon. Your intuition, one last one, is absolutely part of this day. You felt something intuitively so accurately recently. It could have been a choice, a change, it could have been, in regards to somebody or something else in your life. Could be a continuing situation that it's pertaining to. They're saying this was so on point once again, and it's paying off for you and will more so moving forward. And I wouldn't be surprised if you're feeling something intuitively otherwise throughout this day in a new sense, and that's going to lead you towards more success. Absolutely beautiful. So let's shift on forward to see what the tarot has to offer. What else do we have for this day? The Nine of Wands. Okay, so yeah, it's a confident, kind of peaceful but passionate, successful day, but you may be feeling burnt out. Maybe especially, I would say, by the end of this day. Again, they're highlighting the last third of the day or the fourth quarter, okay? But I also sense that Spirit's saying, well, what have you been doing too much that's been leaving you feeling maybe a bit, woozy or a bit tired? Anyways, the Chariot card coming out because I do feel as if you're very motivated. You're feeling driven throughout this day. There's a sense of you wanting to maybe reconnect to an area where you're living or where you're working. There's a sense of you feeling at ease. You're feeling like you've been misplaced recently, but you weren't, right? You had to be placed where you felt misplaced, even maybe more so after a certain point within that situation or two, or with that person. I'm getting specifically for somebody. To help you with where you're feeling properly placed and in alignment throughout this period. There's a sense of Spirit saying things are just about to work out for you big time, as we do see a highlight coming to be in regards to structure, change, and maybe even rules and regulations. There's somebody gaining a key of importance. As a new door opens, my friend, allow for the winds of change to feel refreshing, okay? Allow for, either way, the winds of change to feel refreshing for you, because things have been maybe, I want to say moody in a situation, or just difficult in energy, or just not ideal for you, maybe even sticky for some, for a bit too long. Where you feel like you have to continuously begin again. This isn't for everybody. Spirit's saying, well, for a while now, moving forward, you're going to have this sense of security and stability and comfort all the meanwhile, and better energy. Look at this. It is a very spiritual day, but going back to this card, it's a day where your intuition is shining bright and speaking very loud and clear to you. It's a day where Spirit's saying, as they just showed me doing this, I often do this in readings, you're going to be getting intuitive hits at certain points. For some select souls drawn to the reading, left and right, and in between those, even maybe, in the same moment, spiritual messages coming through. I'm getting, when it comes to things you're pushed to look at, including, angel numbers. I'm being drawn to the word classic, going back to these black cards. Remember, we were talking about formal vibes. There's a classic way about the energy throughout this day for the most part, or just in general for some. Anyways, I do feel as well you're going to be focusing upon, again, a structure is what I'm getting, but then a sense of freedom being wrapped up throughout this day, and even more so, you're looking forward to more freedom, maybe different forms of which, moving forward. But it does feel like it's a day where, as you very strategically and easily connect with people that you need to, maybe even want to throughout this day, It could be a community or two of significance. Things are falling into place, my friend. They're saying again, things are going to work out for you big time moving forward as this smooth transition takes place and you're feeling very confident in the midst of which. Absolutely beautiful. So if this was truly helpful, love and light as always.